So hey, how's it going? I'm trying to get back on talking a lot. I'm trying to get myself comfortable with just talking. My strength is not really in so much addressing people as like a teacher, like in a group. I'm more better at one-on-one. Like I've had some Skype conversations with people that are just like, wow, it's too bad you didn't record that. So I'm just always going to be in my studio now, playing the music I'm working on, just trying to have a conversation with you about some of the things I'm thinking about. So one of the things I was talking about the last time was kind of what's real, you know, with the YouTube people out there that are claiming to be health fanatics. They are, you know, they have good intentions and all that stuff. They definitely do. But this is the deal though. Of all these people, and I want you to know ahead of time that most of the people I'm hanging out with lately for the last couple of years have been kind of the exact age group of the people, a lot of the people I'm talking about, kind of, actually younger. Because the ones I'm talking about are 30-somethings. These are Dan the Man, Durian Ryder, Raw Christina, Dara Dubinet. She's getting a lot of attention on YouTube because the raw vegan thing is huge now. It has really nothing to do with what was ever interested in. Everybody's just interested in weight loss, and that they need a box, they need a set of rules, because that's how people think, and that's where it's almost everything everybody's doing is wrong, because there's no way that is our program. We are the most interesting, the most complex people on the planet, just because we're not living up to our potential, the things that are about us, the amazing things when you consider archaeology, all of this stuff. Especially, like, I'm amazed that some of the people that are studying our past are like the paleo people, and go on some of the stuff that you've been discussing. I know you're into this stuff, but in considering a human, where we came from, the ancient astronaut ideal needs to be kind of addressed, don't you think? While we don't have, well, let's just say, I'm going to put a link up here if I can find it, to this archaeological thing where they basically, a lot of stuff that they thought were fakes that were found like not hundreds, but mostly 100 years ago. Well, 100 plus years ago in like the late 1800s. These artifacts that they thought were fakes, but now they're finding with technology today that the stuff can't be made today. It's built, the metal alloys that it's made of, and just things like that. So the fact that maybe we're not all from this planet is, I think, really needs to be considered. So that being said, that's why I have an issue with the box living mentality of people just looking for salvation in a box. And granted, if you're lost, that is perfect. Follow that. But don't, you know, once you plateau, start looking to like break down stuff. Don't be like a fundamentalist Christian and you know, just think, you know, here's the God, here's the universe, here's all of you. In this book, it's not a bad example, but take a book that's 10 times thicker than that. It's still not everything. There's no way, you know. So what's up with these people is, since people already don't have this big view of like what things, the bigness of what we are, of our history, our human history, of our soul history. People are so enslaved now that they really only see this like time bubble of like 5 years. You know, like where they are now, and that time, 2 years in front of them and 2 years behind them. It's like they don't even have an awareness of their own life, even the things that they remember, their energy that they had when they were a child. Like, you can have that all the time. I have that. I never lost that, you know? So that's just why it's like everything is wrong the way people think. Because they limit themselves, and that's why that's why people that follow these people are stupid, and that put these people up on a pedestal because they are dumb. They're like doing good things further, but they're gonna deconstruct themselves. They're gonna break down when a lot of them when they're in their late 30s. Definitely by the time they're 45, because I did all of this, this fruitarian thing and everything, and it's wrong, you know, it's wrong. So, and this no fat thing is just dumb as fuck, you know, and that's why you got to consider the ancient alien thing and maybe realize that maybe we're not related to the same people. A lot of us, not all of us, because I just can't picture that some of these varieties of Asians, with the way Europeans look, the way Africans look, the way it just seems like there's more possibility to me that we're from all over, and that maybe some of us haven't actually been primitive for maybe millions of years. Like the way that some of us can't be in the sun, like maybe some of us have been in the sun naked for a recent time ago, but maybe some of us came from other planets, and our DNA, our lineage haven't. That's why we're so different. It's the easier answer. It one makes more sense than all the fucking gobbledygook and people trying to put together our life as being fucking simple. And that's why this simplicity of the diet is fucking down. It's dumb. It makes no sense. I want to see anybody tell me somebody that's raw foodist that looks healthy. Jameis Sheridan, he's actually, I found out he's younger than me. He doesn't look that amazing. And the whole vegan base structure thing, I constantly fight that. It's just like I would have preferred a plant-based diet, but as soon as I stop eating meat, I get that whole ugly thing. I spent some time in LA with some people, and I ran into like a blogger. I'm not going to name names because it's a really sweet gentleman that's kind of definitely whatever, you know, and he looks young. He's a hardcore vegan. He's got that young look in his face, but that structure, that freaking sunkenness, that's evidence. Dumb motherfuckers, man. Because my folks that have been living on their standard American diet, the complete bullshit live diet, they're nearing 80 and they have better facial fat arrangement than you fucking low-fat vegan motherfuckers. And all these people that you guys worship, the jock people especially, what about thinking about, like, if you're into this primitive thing about what you think would make us an endurance athlete. Now, granted, in old times there was like runners that went between tribes and stuff. There were certain people that did that, but the whole endurance athlete thing seems like a fucking drug addict thing to me. It's not our design to be athletes like that. And why do we use athletes to measure health? It's just like they don't have good lives after their prime. A lot of them die after their prime, their event. So I don't get the worshiping of athletes as like what they're getting results from is human health. That's not intelligent to do that. Because most of us, you think about human accomplishments are made from slow, purposeful, strong, steady moves. Over a long period of time. The great freeways that we build in California, I don't know about the rest of the world. skyscrapers. That's how humans work with our brain. We plan things in a long time. There's nothing about being an endurance athlete, and especially about being somebody that's all they do. Just ride a fucking bike all day? How important is that? What is that? An inspiration of human achievement? Like, where would we be if fucking that's what humans were designed to be, an athlete? We sure as fuck wouldn't be sitting here talking on this computer right now, that's for damn sure. So, this misplaced allegiance to these people that are dumb, let's think that maybe, you think they're gonna stay on YouTube when they're fucking completely falling apart the way I was, the way I transitioned. I was a full-blown vegan, so vegan to the point that I was tattooed with vegan. And I became not a vegan. A very strong not a vegan will be like, it gets more intense, like as I see what happens from my past of being a vegan. Now, I'm not saying that I think it's impossible, but definitely the low-fat thing is so retarded. I'm saying I take a hard stand against it. There's nobody on here that can argue with me. People have said, oh, well, why don't you do a debate with Dan the Man Life Regenerator? And it's like, I'm not doing a debate with him. I don't give a fuck, really. Somebody could pay me to do it. I might do it. I'm not going to be nice. I think he's a stupid motherfucker. I think he's a liar. I think he's got some fucked up shit going on, dude. This guy, somebody that was just an that's an ex, tweaker, basically. Big deal. And some good-looking, all these people would look good. They were beautiful. Their diet has nothing to do with it. They're all good constitution. They all look the way they do. Even if they had Taco Bell, you know, whatever. It doesn't make any difference. It's a constitution thing. Being beautiful and being amazing in your 30s is not a big deal. So, the thing is you have all these horribly overweight people that are so sad. I look at people that I know for a fact are 33 and 34, and they look way older than me. I'm like, I got 16, 17 years on some of these people. Life Regenerator, I'm 12 years older than him. Yeah, I'll gladly have a debate with him in 8 years' time. But there's no point in me talking to somebody that doesn't know what the fuck, just because you're being worshipped by the masses. Whatever, I know enough about every religion to be dangerous. The end times in the Bible, the change of the ages, what we just went through, talks about the masses being a bunch of stupid motherfuckers worshipping stupid motherfuckers. So, I mean, that's the key nutshell of it, but that's what it talks about. And so if you don't think that there's going to be all kinds of false prophets all over the world, people running because they're slaves to stupidness, they're slaves to post-industrial thinking, and all that kind of stuff, well, just rethink about what's real. You're all going to be turning 50 like me. I'm going to win, so I'm staying on here. You ain't likely getting rid of me at any time soon. Well, the one thing you need to know about, I'm doing some really cool ozone therapy. It's total underground shit. And I can't talk about it too much because I don't want to raise too much eyes about what's going on. So you need to know that the body is completely like an electric thing, and that's what I'm finding out with some of the new therapies that I'm getting into. So I'll try to keep talking. I felt real comfortable in this one. What about you? Anyways, go away.